but good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm just going to wait a couple more seconds here while everybody tunes in. How's everyone's Wednesday so far? I keep thinking that today is 2 o'clock. I mean 2 o'clock. It's Tuesday, 7:15 in Ohio. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's wonderful. Sean, thank you. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Australia. Okay, I'm going to try to make this not so long, but I just want to go ahead and do a quick introduction to those new to my scope. My name is Rowena. I am the designer and maker of the Sojourner Traveler's Notebooks, designed to assist you in documenting your life on the daily. Got back from a concert, that's great. Documenting your life on the daily and for travel. Welcome everybody, and welcome to the replay viewers as well who will be watching this later on today. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Is everybody ready to learn how to paint flowers and leaves simply? Anyone have supplies in front of them so that you can follow along, perhaps? Okay, so we'll go ahead and get going. Cool. This is the number 2 in the series, and it's the simple watercolor and drawing series, and it is to help especially those who are new to watercolors to do something that is very simple and just add color to your pages for for your planners and journals with watercolor and some ink. So anybody can do this. This is, like I said, very, very basic and very simple. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out by drawing something that will closely resemble perhaps a rose. So here we go. Just getting my number 4 brush, number 4 brush. And basically, let's see, let me get a pink color, a light pinkish color. So I'm just going to take some of the red. I've never done a demo like this before, especially with watercolor, so this is going to be kind of trial and error, guys. Okay, so basically we're just going to, I'm going to do this kind of large, but of course in your planners it's going to be smaller, but this way you'll be able to see. And I'm basically just doing this. See how simple that is? The strokes aren't even. There's some that are wetter and more saturated with color, and then some that's hardly anything. And then we just kind of build on that a little bit. So I'll take that color again, but a little bit more, not so much water. Hi, my name is Rowena. I will try to look at these comments, but I may lose your comments, but if you have any questions, just ask again in case I don't catch you. And then I took it and didn't water it down so much. Londi, if you would email me, that would be great. It's it's studiosojourner@gmail.com. Yes, Rowena. That way I can answer you. But I'm also on Instagram at retrotures, RETROWTURES. And I think I showed my setup about a couple of days ago. Just this way I can concentrate on the flowers, and then I would be glad to help or answer any of your questions. Thank you. If you just email me, okay? And I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so now, again, it's a little bit, I didn't water it down so much. Yeah, it's for my brush. Okay, I'll show it real quick. See? Flowers. Appropriate, yeah? I don't know if you could see it because it's going to spill. Anyway, they're flowers. Okay, so a little bit darker. And then I just build on it. See that? Easy, right? And then maybe a mid just to give it some more. I only speak English, so I am sorry if I cannot comment on the different languages that's going on here. So that's it. Easy, right? Let's go ahead and try a yellow one. So again, I'm going to go ahead and kind of water this down a little bit more, put more water so that it's lighter. And is everyone getting this okay? Do you have any questions or anything? It's just, again, just play. Block them? Well, I don't know what they're saying, so is it something bad? You're welcome to block them for me if you can. What watercolor palette? This is the Yarka St. Petersburg palette. And I went over the tools on my first in the series, which was done yesterday on Periscope. I'm going to go ahead and upload these. Okay, should I block that person? This Santos, I don't know what they're saying. Yes, okay, I will do that once it goes up. Okay, so then a little bit darker. Where are we? Do you know how to merge colors? Maybe. I'm not sure what you mean by that. This is my first time in your scope. Great. And so go ahead and watch the other ones and you'll see the different tools that I use. Do you speak Russian? No, I do not. Feel free to translate. Show you how to merge colors. What do you mean by merging colors? Putting two different colors together and mixing? I think blending. Okay, maybe I'll do that in a different scope. Let me concentrate on these flowers so that I can get everybody started on doing simple flowers. And I will write that down so that I remember to go over that. Okay. I live in Moscow. Oh, great. Okay, so there's the yellow one. I'm going to go ahead and add some orange. Why not? And again, I'm just building color. And it's very haphazard. It's just kind of fun, right? It's relaxing. This is supposed to be relaxing. So if you're feeling a little stressed out when you do this, don't make a choice not to, because it should just be fun. There you go. Those are two roses. We'll go ahead and add some greenery. Hey, let's do this with my pencil here. So a lot of times I just do a darker one for the outline, and then I go in it with a little bit lighter. This is watercolor pencils by Derwent Inktense pencils. These are really fun to play with. And I just take water and I blend it in there. And again, see, it's not perfect, and I just kind of go outside the lines. Just do it. Just have fun. Try not to be uptight in your painting. Like I mentioned, I used to be when I was younger. and just, you know, you could get rid of the lines if you want, dab on it, and that's it. Very simple. What do you guys think so far? Are people following along? Exactly, I'm about simplicity because I am really not into, I'm not really an illustrator, and so I just do this to get by. Okay, good. So hope you guys try this, and if you do, feel free to direct message me on Instagram and show me. I would love to see it. Or if you post it on Instagram, please tag me. That would be great. So that's it. So now if you want to go ahead, I mean, this could be done. But if you want to do more to it, you can do some shadowing and all that, which I won't do because I want to keep this simple. But you can also use a waterproof pen like this one, which is a Staedtler, and this is a number 3.3, and you can just go over some of those if you would like, so that you can give it a little bit more. Oops, that kind of got all funny, but that's okay. You don't have to follow any lines or anything, just do it. How long paint watercolor? What do you mean by that? How long have I painting in watercolor? I don't do it a lot often. I mean, I just dabble here and there, and I use it for my planners right now and my journaling, just to give it some color for fun. Again, if you'll look at my past scopes, you might be able to see some of those examples, especially the one from yesterday that I did, which is number 1 in this series. It's still on scope, and you should be able to look at it and kind of get an idea of what I've done in the past and also the tools. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and teach you another one. Another flower, and this one is going to be my favorite flower, which from Holland. How old am I? I'm probably old enough to be your mom. I have 2 daughters that are in college. One of them just graduated. Okay, so this one here, again, I'm taking that same color that's lighter. Hi, Mom. Hello. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Is that simple or what? And then maybe do it backwards the other way. Oh, thank you. Okay, so then let me just go ahead and get a little bit darker color and go over those lines somewhat haphazardly. Show your appearance. You could look at my past scopes and then you can see what I look like. Okay, are you guys still following along? This is, yep, okay, great. So that's that, and then we'll go ahead and take some green. And basically what I do is I just the brush, I lay it down a little thick, and then as I go, and I just make it a little bit thinner. Does that make sense? Thick and then thin. It's not as easy when you're going the other way since I'm not left-handed. Thick. And then as I lift it up, no, I have not been to Russia. That would be one of the countries I would like to visit one day. Whoops, that's a little wonky, but that's okay. No big deal. So cool, thank you. Like I said, it's really simple, guys. Okay, and then I just take this, well, that's a little thick, so let me get a thinner brush. And you know, I just do different colors. I don't really care. And then maybe I'll take that green and then put some around it just to give it a little bit of color. Make it look simple, but I'm not so sure. It is very simple. You just play. And you got to keep reminding yourself, I am just playing. Let me just slap some color down. Let me just enjoy the process. Don't stress out about it. Loosen up. Like I mentioned, is that watercolor paper? No, it is, it's a Canson. It's mixed media paper, and it's from Michaels. And just, yes, have fun with it and just enjoy the process. It's really very, very simple. And you just keep practicing. And like I mentioned yesterday, that's the same book I use. Cool. Like I mentioned yesterday, hard to know how to start. Yes, I had a hard time starting in the past too. And so that's why I like to share these things, because I've been through a lot as far as art is concerned. And like I said in my previous scope, I used to be very uptight, and I just, it was hard doing things for me, especially art stuff. And so I had to really remind myself to just loosen up, loosen up, loosen up. Okay, so then there's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys leaves. Which, whoops, I should do this in brown. Let me see, where's my swatch? I'm going to go ahead and use this cheapy one. And I'm going to use the brown. Okay, and I'm just going to do some leaves here. These are the branches, the leaves, branches. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take some leaf color. Let me go back into this other one. And basically at the top, you see that? I just laid it down. Almost straight down, and then I just lifted. How many palettes do you have? I have here with me 3 palettes. We use a carbon paper for design and acrylics. Okay. It's kind of like these leaves, but it's going in a different direction. You know, in nature, things are not perfect, so you don't have to be perfect with this. And then if you want to, I don't really know what it is. No, I wouldn't say it's a fern. It's just leafage. Sorry. Okay, and then if you want, you know, you could just put a little bit of a highlight of a different color. And it's just on the edges maybe. It's hard to see probably, but it's there. That's it. And then the other kind of leaf, I see this, we have this leaf at home. So let me find the right green. Okay, this one is called Russia, Green Russian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, looks like it's this one right here. It's another kind of leaf where it's just kind of rounded. So you don't lift like I was lifting. You almost make it just kind of rounded like that. I don't know what these are called, but like I said, I see them. I have this leaf at home, and sometimes they turn yellow, so they're more rounded. See, now isn't that easy, guys? If I can do this, you can do it too. I promise you. You just try it. And please, I would love to see you guys examples. If you guys are encouraged by this and if you try it, show me. And then here, see how this one has some really light pink, a little bit darker, medium, and then darker here. So it gives it a little bit of shadowing. But again, you really don't need to do that. You can just do it simply like this, and it looks very contemporary, right? And then you can also still go back. You can get stuff from Amazon, and also where I mentioned yesterday, I got most of my stuff from Dick Blick Art Supply, and also I got it from Aaron Brothers. Make sure you use discounts. So again, just maybe do a little bit. If you want to add to it, you don't have to. If you want to. Whoops, I just messed up my leafage. That's okay. Like I said, in nature. Dick Blick, yes, you can get them online a lot of times. Yes, it does add more dimension on the last layer. What materials are you using? I'll go over it real quick. Again, you can watch the past video or Periscope, and it will give you information on that. This is the Yarka St. Petersburg watercolors. This is a more professional paint. This one here is just from Michael's. It's very inexpensive, about $6. Good to start with. And then as far as the brushes, I would go with a 4, a 2, and maybe a 0. This is a 4. Whoops. 4. This is a 0. And this one is a double 0, I think, or triple 0. And also, just as a hint, so that your brushes will last, please don't leave them like that in the cup. It's just not a good idea. It will ruin your brushes quicker than anything. So just quickly dry it, and make sure when you're done doing, what you're going to do, make sure you wash your brushes, and it should help last, because these are not inexpensive. So does anybody have any questions? I'm going to go ahead and show some more tomorrow, and probably the following day, a couple more that I have done in the past. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask me. Again, I have an Instagram. It's RetroChurs, and that's, I'll write it down for you. R-E No worries, Babette. I know you're there. That is already a lot. That's already very comforting to me to have my friends here. My pouch, the one that I showed yesterday, are you talking about the orange one? Oh, this one. It is called, it says Design for Arrangement here in the front. So cool. Have a great weekend. Thank you. My retro just shipped. Thank you. Yay! I'm not sure what it's called. I would just say a pencil pouch. Put that on the search and it'll probably pop up. Let me show you this real quick for those who have not seen it. It's really cool. These are some brush pens. Let me find, give me a minute. Okay, great. This is a correction for correcting mistakes. Scissors, and then this flips. And you could put little things in here, maybe some washi on a card. And this is here, and usually either I carry, for sure. And remember, you can always email me if you have any questions. Usually I carry this, which houses, this is from Dick Blick, I believe, Art Bin. And this has different things. This is where I carry my brushes sometimes, cards, washi. These are journal cards, ephemera, tags, just different things like that that I carry, that I use for my journals and my planners. And a lot of times this is here, or else I put my little watercolor little palette in there. That's it. And it's seeing that fits. It zips. That's what I take, and I whip this out a lot of times when I'm on the plane, so that I work while I am on the plane, just, you know, playing and things like that. Oh, great. Thank you, Evelyn. So that's it, you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off. I have some errands to do. Oh, very cool. Thank you, thank you. So is everyone going to try this? Give me some hearts. Let me know if you're going to try this, or if you're already doing it with me. And please, again, show it to me. That'd be great. It'd even be better if you post it on Instagram and tag me. That way other people will be encouraged to try this. Bye, Tasha. Great, thank you. I'm glad you guys are going to try it. Thank you, thank you. So excited that you're going to do it. Try it with your mom. Yes, definitely. Yes, hi, Julian. Sure, no problem. I love, I'm really enjoying doing these periscopes, and what's more is I love watching other people's periscopes. So you guys start periscoping so I could see some of the things that you're doing and be encouraged and inspired by everybody, because we're all here to inspire one another, right? So, all right. Thank you again, and we will see you. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Actually, I'm thinking of doing something different on Thursdays. I'm thinking of doing like a tea time Thursday, where we could just maybe chat about planning, journaling, or other subjects, questions you might have, a question and answer segment, and go from there. It'll be more of a chat instead of teaching, although I think people can really use encouragement when journaling and things like that, and so we can kind of have a dialogue going, talk about what works for us, what doesn't work. You know, maybe I'll find a subject or two that we could talk about, or you could bring up a subject that you might want to ask. I am also a homeschooler, or was a homeschooler. I homeschooled 2 daughters who are now in college, so you can even ask me about homeschooling. So maybe that's what I'll do on Thursdays. I try to do a Periscope Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then the Thursday for the tea time with retro. Anyway, all right, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Standing in a rain with umbrella, no. I can take a photograph of that, but I would not attempt to draw that. All right, thank you very much again, and you guys all have a wonderful afternoon and evening until tomorrow or Friday. See you then. Bye-bye.